think of these things or think of the virtues of Tribentrian. The Dhamma make the Buddha become a Buddha. The Dhamma make the teaching of the Buddha is a real Dhamma. The Dhamma make disciple of the Buddha become a real disciple of the Buddha. If without Dhamma, that thing is not meaning. I often said we can see the real Buddha behind of the Buddha image. The real Buddha is made stayed in behind of the Buddha. The real Buddha stayed in behind of the Buddha image. The real Dhamma stayed in behind of the teaching of the Buddha or of doctrine or description. And the real disciple of the Buddha stayed in behind of the monk or of disciple of Buddha. Outside just only form. The most important thing is inside. I often said, if inside is good and clear, if inside is good, pure, clean and clear, outside no problem. Anything will be alright, if inside is alright. We can find the real Buddha in our mind. When our mind is pure and free, I often say 1,000 Buddhas exist in one pure mind. One who see Dhamma, see the Buddha. The Buddha said that. One who see the Dhamma, see the Buddha. Can you understand? One who don't see Dhamma cannot see real Buddha, cannot see the real Buddha. Even you was born in the Buddha period. Many people were born in that period when Buddha still alive. When the Buddha still alive. But they all, some of them cannot see the real Buddha, cannot see the Dhamma. They still have a lot of suffering, a lot of problem. because they see just only the body of the Buddha. Can you understand from my meaning how we can find real the Buddha? How we can find the real Buddha? You can answer my question. Yeah. Beyond, I believe that we all still suffering. All of people in this world still have suffering, except the noble one or Arahanta, one who free from all suffering. Just one kind of people, one who can free from all suffering. We try to do anything, everything in our life for what? We have the same goal. We all have the same point and same goal. We all like to free from all suffering. The Buddha come this world for this thing. If we free from all suffering, it's not necessary to learn Dhamma. It's not necessary to practice meditation. It's not necessary to know this thing. That's it enough. And the Buddha said, in this way, it's not separate ourselves. It's not separate ourselves with others, with our job, with our family, with people, with anything. We still concerned. We still synchronized. But we must have right knowledge. We must have right knowledge. I often said, loving kindness and right knowledge support this world, be peaceful and happy. Even you were born in this period, even you cannot find the Buddha because you have just born in this period. But you still have chance to find the best thing in your life. You can find the highest of Buddhist teaching. It's not depend on the time, age, or gender. Gender. It's not depend on gender. Monks, novice, nun, layman, laywoman. Anybody can find these things. If we have private and try to keep private and try to develop our mind with awareness and mindfulness well, what is the right way? When you free your mind, when you relax and free your mind, anytime, any moment, when your mind is good, when inside is good, when inside is pure and clear, in that moment, you can see, you can understand, you can contemplate anything very well. And in that moment, you will have wholesome actions, wholesome speed, because you have wholesome mind. When you have right mindfulness perfectly in your mind in that moment, you will have right will, right thought, right speed, right actions. And when everything is alright, when everything is alright, in your other thing outside, no problem for you. And you will have energy to do everything or anything in your life very well. You will have inspiration and encouragement to do good, to help others, to confront everything in your life very well. You will know what is better, what is your best. We will do in our best. We know what is we should do in our best by yourself. Can you understand? And if you try to keep that way after you realize, after you understand, we try to keep it and try to continue to do, try to continue to deal our life with the right way, with awareness and mindfulness well. You will find peace and real happiness more and more until you have perfect in your practice. You can find it permanently. Now we all have it, but it's not permanently. It's just only temporarily. Even you all now, you have mindfulness too. But perfect or not perfect, I don't know. How we can have it perfect and permanently. How we can have right mindfulness perfectly, or right mindfulness perfect permanently. Arhanta, they have just only one kind of people, just only one kind of human being. Before he become Arhanta, before they become Arhanta, became Arhanta, they are ordinary people before. They were ordinary men before. before the Buddha got enlightenment, the Buddha have defilement too, Ananta have. You can find pure water in dirty water if you know how to refine it. If you know how to make it. You can find coolness in heat. Can you understand? You can find happiness in suffering. Just to stop suffering is not necessary to find happiness. Happiness will exist in there. Just to stop heating or heat. When the heat gone, it's not necessary to look for coldness. Coldness will exist in there. It's not necessary to look for. It's not necessary to look for happiness. Just only learn how to free from all suffering. You must learn the quest of the face, quest of suffering. Or you just only learn the condition of suffering. We can find the end of suffering in suffering. Can you understand from my meaning? After the Buddha got enlightenment, the Buddha finds suffering, the cause of suffering. The Buddha realized the cause of suffering and the end of suffering, and the Buddha know and realize and have perfect the path leading to the end of suffering. We call it that this Dhamma is patient Dhamma. The Buddha call it that Arya Satya Tham, or call it that Fourth Noble Truth. And the path leading to the end of suffering, we call it that Eightfold Noble Path, Eightfold Noble Path, or Aryamakka, Atthankimakka in Pali. It means that persons have perfect path in their life, or right way perfectly in their life. Right thought. They have right thought. Right view, right understand, or right understand, right thought, right action, right speed. Right speed or right action, maybe by from word by word, maybe I jump. First, right view or right understand, and second, right thought. Third, right speed. Fourth, right actions. And fifth, right livelihood. And sixth, right effort. And seventh, right mindfulness. And eighth, the last one, right concentration. If we have 8 fourth noble paths perfectly, we can find peace and real happiness. One who see the Buddhist teaching clearly in our mind with our wisdom, we will have faith and we have confidence in this way by ourselves. If faith without right reasons, without wisdom, that faith is blind. Some kind of faith is blind. The Buddha often said, we should not believe first when we hear. We should not refuse first when we hear. We should take it to consider or contemplate first, until we see, understand and realize with our wisdom, until we see the true condition and right reasons. In Buddhist teaching, we believe the law of cause and effect. I don't think everything is happening by itself without cause and effect. Never. In Buddhism, never jackpot. Even one who want to free from all suffering, one who got enlightenment, never jackpot. We must have right way. You must have eightfold noble path. We must follow this way. And now I think you all understand from my meaning basically enough. And I like you all have a chanting just for a while. I try to keep religion routine and good for you to learn little bit. And after that we will meditation without talking. You can learn true conditions or procession or mechanism of mind by yourself. You all have it already inside. You all have real the Buddha. You all have real Buddha conditions in your mind. But sometimes it's too deep. Or sometimes it's still high in the deep side of your mind. It cannot exit because who can answer my question? Because of why it cannot exit. Why? Can you answer? I said. Defilement and ignorance, defilement, attachment too much. Because we have not perfect mindfulness. Have you seen one who try to make a fire with roughing bamboo, dry bamboo? When I was child, I have seen in Thailand, people in village, they make a fire with dry bamboo. They rough it. If they rough it enough, the fire can happen. Dry bamboo can burn. Even here in Australia, I think so, with gum bush. Have you seen a fire bush? Bush fire, sorry. bush fire. When it's summertime, it happens by itself. When it's rough. Friction. Yeah, it's friction. How you spell friction? Friction. F-R-I-C-T-I-O-N. Friction. F-I-C-T-I-O-N. Friction. Thank you very much. I get one more word from you. Sorry, my English is not so correct. It's not so good, my English. I am very poor in English words. I know English very little bit. I know it very narrow vocabulary. Oh, sorry. Vocabulary. And do you have some question? Have not? Maybe you know already. You know everything already? If you know everything already, it's not necessary to keep a talk. If you know everything already, that's it enough. You can get enlightenment. Sorry, it's my joke. I think most of you can understand it. You all can understand it well. but we still take time to practice. We must take time to practice, to develop our mind, to learn it more and more. With right effort and patience, can succeed in their wish. Be able to achieve our goal if we have right effort and patience and contemplation enough. If without these things, if without right effort, patience and contemplation enough, we cannot fight. Like you have the map to go to Sydney, but you still sit here, you cannot arrive over there. By your imagine, you cannot. Just only idea. The turtles, the turtles and fish story. Turtle climb up the mountain, and turtle see many things on the land. See big trees, see many people, see the birds, see many things, and go down to the water, to the pool, and tell story, tell many things, whatever it saw. And the fish cannot see because the fish still in the water. Can you understand for my meaning? Even it's true. You must come up from the water. You must come up from the water and jump to the coast, to this coast. You understand from my meaning? Maybe. Must be special fish. Some kind of fish in Thailand I have ever seen. It have leg too. It can climb up the tree. Some fish. Have you ever seen? Prateen. We call it that food fish. Food fish. They can walk. It can walk. It can climb the tree. It can stay on the ground without water, like a frog. You must be there. is mean you must learn both conditions. You must free from happiness and suffering. You must free from happy and unhappy. You must free from happiness and unhappiness. If you still cling in happiness, you cannot find real peace. Can you understand? Because only happiness is illusion happiness. It's just only temporary happiness. It's not true. It's just only supposed to be happiness. And you should not stay, you must not stay away from suffering or unhappy. When some obstacle or that condition come to your life, you should learn it and face it and confront it with silent mind, with awareness and mindfulness well. Finally, you can see the processes of it. You can know mechanisms of suffering or mechanism of your mind until you can free it. Because everything is just only right and gone. You can learn and you should learn and you must learn rising conditions and falling conditions. Everything is just only rise and gone. Rise and gone. Only happiness is happiness too, but it's not real happiness. It's just only temporary happiness. This is highest real happiness. Peace is highest real happiness. We still see, we still hear, we still concerned with everything, with anybody surround us, but without ignorance, without defilement, without attachment. How we can do that? We still concern, we still work, we still help others. And the Buddha, after the Buddha got enlightenment, the Buddha find real happiness, are free from all suffering, and have an inspiration and encouragement to help others and enjoy with helping others until the end of breathing. How we can do that? How we can have it? Sometimes you have happy with helping, happy with loving kindness is higher than only happiness. It's supramundane happiness. We call it that supramundane happiness. But it's deeper, more fine, deeper. Can you understand? And now, I think we should start to have a chanting for a while, and after that, I let you all enjoy meditate together. All right? Yeah. Because some of you maybe sit too long time. I let you all now relax with standing, and relax for a while standing together. Because sit too long time, it's not so good sometimes. Good for relax and blood circulation. Maybe some of you, if like to go to toilet, you can. And after that, about 10 or 15 minutes, and we will have a chanting together. Just try to wake up on the time during we are meditating. If somebody feel sleepy, you should open your eyes and try to take a deep breath and be aware of breathing. First step in our breathing, in our meditation, just relax until you feel well already. We can sit in half lotus or full lotus if we can do that. It is very good. It's very hard for us, one who are new practice, one who never sit like that, never sit in that posture. We can sit in other posture, but we should try. It is for us to make it balanced and good for blood circulation. It is very good for anatomy therapy too. We can sit last long if we sit properly. If somebody has problem in that posture, you can change your posture in your comfort posture. And you should control your mind and body in that moment. But we should not force it too much. No, force too much. And try to keep all mind in our body. Try to keep calm every moment, in present moment, and start to take a deep breath first, until we feel well enough. We release it in natural way. After that, just be aware of breathing. We should wash around nostrils when breathe in and out. We follow our breathing. Sometimes our mind vibrates easily. We should acknowledge at around nostril or watch around nostril. Keep it just only one point. It's good for concentration easily. And keep the smile in your heart always. It's good for relax. And our mindfulness will exist easily. It is secret. Of practice. This is one technical or trick of our practice. Most important thing in meditation, in our practice, is mindfulness. It's not so long time. If you still be aware of breathing, we call that mindfulness of breathing or anapanasati in Pali. Before the Buddha got enlightenment, the Buddha practiced with mindfulness of breathing or anapanasati so long time, almost 6 years. The Buddha got enlightenment with mindfulness of breathing. There are many kinds of meditation, 40 kinds of meditations. But this kind, this way, this method is the best way, is the biggest meditation. The Buddha suggests on his disciples and all of us to learn with this one, this way. Because when we still alive, we always, all the time, we have breathing. It have on the time in our life when we still alive. It's not necessary to find other things outside. Breathing is here, is us, is in our body, is in our life all the time. If without breathing, we cannot stay alive. And if we can control breathing, we can control body too. We can control mind too. When our breathing is calm, is fine, our body and mind be balanced and fine too. Every cell of body will be balanced and fine and calm. Breathing, mind and body concerned, synchronized all the time, closely. Where we practice or try to practice more and more, we will know position of mind and body, position of breathing, and we will know the secret of nature in our life. It is very surprised, very wonderful. The important things in our practice first, we try to be aware inside every moment. Just know it. Just watch it. Just know it. Just watch it. With silent mind, with refined awareness, without attachment. It's not so long time all mind will be calmed down. Usually, we always think a lot, have a lot of thinking and thinking, sometimes non-stop. Even we have not calmness enough during we are practicing. Don't worry too much. Just know it. Just be aware and continue to observe it. Finally, it will be calm. It's calm down. And it is very good for our health too. And who have deep breathing and fine breathing, that person will have healthy and long life. And good brain, which can help a lot. Because we can get oxygen more than one who have not, one who done practice. Never fight, have never awake. Whole day, whole night. They never find real calmness. Some person have a lot of thinking, have a lot of suffering. Sometimes oh my, restlessness. Confusion a lot. Just know it in present moment, every moment. Don't worry too much. The Buddha said,
without attachment or clinging. No more suffering. We have suffering because we still have attachment. It comes from our mental formation. If we can control it, be calm and peaceful. Anything outside, no problem. The Buddha said everything is impermanent. Everything is unstable. Everything is non-self. It's just only nature roll on. It's just only rising and falling conditions. It's just only right and gone. We should know it, and we must know it. And we still have duty. We still have right duty, right responsibility to do, to help, to take care of it. This body and anything, any bodies around us. If we have Dhamma, if we have good mind, if we have strong mind, we will be happy. After the Buddha got enlightenment, Buddha still helps others, still helps all beings. The Buddha sacrificed his life with pure loving kindness, with great compassionate love. Buddha get inspirations and encouragement all the time until the end of breathing, until the Buddha leave from this soul. How come? Actually, for all of us, when we have some problem or some obstacle or some emotions come in our mind will be vibrate, shake, sometimes up and down. Sometimes we get upset, we get weak, we lost energy. Sometimes we lost mindfulness. Our energy gone. Step for all of us. We try to develop our mindfulness with breathing. And we have intentions to observe precepts, to avoid all evils. even stop harming others with our intentions. Maybe we can make aspiration, and we should make aspiration every day, morning and evening. May we have loving kindness to others, to all beings, more and more. We have loving kindness to everybody, to every life.